The past 6 months have been super challenging for everyone here in the Asheville area. The hurricane threw a major wrench into people's lives, people's plans, to say the least, and a lot of plans on personal level, on the city level, on the county level had to be either postponed, canceled. However, there are some new things, new happenings that are either coming or coming back to Asheville and the whole Asheville area. So in this video, I'm gonna share 10 most exciting things that are in stock for Asheville. Do not go anywhere. By the way, number 10 on this list is something that a lot of people have been losing their minds over. A ton of people are super excited and just shared and reshared the news. I don't get the hype, but I'm curious to see what you think about this news that are happening and are coming to the Asheville area. So stay all the way to the end to hear what number 10 is, and I'm curious to get your perspective and your opinion on it. And so in no particular order, number 1, I talked about it many times, how we have 3 major hospitals in the area. Mission Hospital used to be the best and still is the biggest in the area, but all those hospitals are kind of located south of downtown Asheville, and so if you live on the other side, you don't have as quick of an access to a major hospital. And so Advent Health, that used to be Park Ridge Hospital in Fletcher, North Carolina, is one of the leading hospitals in Henderson County, bought 25 acres of land over a year ago, just north of Asheville in the Weaverville area, and had plans to build a 67-bed acute care hospital to serve Buncombe, Madison, Yancey, and Graham counties. So all the counties that are kind of in areas more north of downtown Asheville. And of course, the rival HSA Healthcare was not gonna just let it happen, and they challenged it in court. And so there was a little bit of a delay, but it looks like they are moving forward in the near future. Hopefully, coming soon, we will have a brand new hospital just north of Asheville. By the way, if you have any questions about what it can look like to move to the Asheville area, to live here, if you have any questions about the areas, neighborhoods, parts of towns around Asheville, reach out to me and my team. Our contact information is down in the description. We've been helping people relocate to the area for years, and we absolutely love what we do. We will be honored to be your real estate experts of choice. Number 2, new affordable housing project is also coincidentally coming just north of Asheville in the Weaverville area, and take a listen at what my colleague Chris, a commercial broker, has to say about it.
Affordable housing has always been a big issue nationwide, and here in the Asheville area specifically, because we already have cost of living higher than anywhere else in North Carolina. And so this next project is exciting, and it only took a few years for Chris and his team to complete, and we are excited to share with you the news that the next affordable housing project here in the area is coming very soon.
Thank you for having me. So yeah, we're here at 171 Monticello in Weaverville. It's an active site work and construction going on right now as they prepare for this affordable housing project, 156 units. This property, from contract to closing, before any shovels went into the ground, took almost 3 years. And a lot of pearls need to be strung before property can even transact to start the affordable housing development process.
And so you've been involved from day one?
My co-list, DJ Sowers, and I spoke with the buyer, LDG Development, which is a respected regional affordable housing developer. I have been involved in this process along with DJ and with other members of the team in getting the property from contract to closing, at which point my work's kind of done. And then the construction team executes on all of the architectural renderings and different things that were presented to all the stakeholders within the town, within the county, and also federally to make affordable housing a reality.
Why has it been such a big deal for this area?
Affordable housing is a very challenging thing in the mountains of Western North Carolina. And in order for all of that to occur, an incredible number of variables need to come together. It's almost a miracle when it does happen. I'm not only an affordable housing broker, I work in a variety of different types of commercial and investment real estate. And this was a humbling process because even for me, the details involved were very daunting.
So now post-hurricane, post the big storm that we had, is it any different? The significance of it or the importance? The urgency?
After Hurricane Helene came through here in Western North Carolina, we were already dealing with a housing crisis. And logically, because the hurricane has destroyed so many homes and damaged businesses and other things, it's only further exacerbated and contracted our housing stock. I don't see it doing anything but making our housing crisis worse. And so it's meaningful to play a role in a project like this that is going to ultimately bring 156 units of affordable housing to Western North Carolina. And it's a little bit north of town. Weaverville's north of downtown Asheville. Most of the other affordable housing sites are kind of closer to the central Asheville area. So it's meaningful to break some housing up to this community as well. And it has been inspiring to see how many different people and organizations, both public and private, had to work together to make this a reality. In terms of completion of the timeline for this project from a physical perspective, my job as broker has kind of concluded, so I'm not as aware of the benchmarks for completion, but I would guess that a year from now would not surprise me if folks are able to walk into the front door and speak with the team about leasing a unit. So it'll be exciting to watch it develop.
Number 3, the gigantic and controversial I-26 bridge over Patton Avenue is quietly being revived in a connector plan. So this project have been discussed for years. I personally attended multiple meetings with DOT and Chamber of Commerce meetings talking about this gigantic project, and it just never started even to come to fruition. But this year it sounds like they are moving forward. The reason it is controversial is because the way they proposed the bridge is not something that a lot of people agree with. It's not here yet, but hopefully if it does come to fruition and they do follow through, it will alleviate some of the traffic problems that we've been having, or added traffic in the area because of all the influx of people we've been having here over the past couple of decades. It's exciting to see some of those issues be addressed finally. So more road work for us, yay! Number 4, recovery and revival is underway here in the Asheville area, and some of the businesses that seemed like they were gone, they couldn't survive after the storm, actually coming back and reopening. One of them is Asheville Tea Company, something that we personally in this household love and use, and love being their clients and customers and buying all those amazing teas from them. La Bodega is another restaurant and local business located here in downtown Asheville, is also reopening, as well as a bunch of other local businesses. Have a chance to come to the Asheville area, come and support them, support local artists and their galleries, not only in the River Art District that is still undergoing a lot of cleanup and it's probably gonna take years, but some of those artists moved on and moved into different spaces. There's a new space that is opened up in downtown Asheville that houses those misplaced artists that used to be in River Art District. So that is great to see and great to hear. All the local businesses and local artists, they are here, they invest in our community. We love to support them and we hate to see them go and not be able to survive after such tragedy. Number 5, airport expansion. So our airport has been growing rapidly over the years, and year after year it's been in the top like 5 or 3 most rapidly growing airports, regional airports in the whole country. And so in August of 2023, the airport broke ground on its $400 million expansion project. In 2023, Asheville surpassed 2 million passengers, doubling its passenger traffic in just 5 years. The airport expansion includes building a new traffic control tower, the expansion of the terminal, and added parking to serve the anticipated 4 million passengers in the not too distant future. At the center of the project is the expanded terminal. It is nearly as large as the entire original terminal. It will be joined by a south terminal and a central complex, all to be completed by the summer of 2027. And I know, from my personal experience, we use and fly out of Asheville Regional Airport several times a year. Yes, it's on the smaller side, but I see how they keep adding all the new destinations, and that's exciting to see because it just makes it so much easier to go out and see the world. You don't have to do connecting flights unless you fly into, Mexico or somewhere else. We have so many destinations that are easily accessible from our small regional Asheville airport that we love. Number 6, in January of this year, the U.S. Secretary of HUD approved $1.6 billion to go towards Helene recovery. $225 million of this amount was awarded directly to Asheville, North Carolina. And so it looks like City of Asheville will have to come up with a plan how they plan to allocate and use the funds. But right now it is as needed 6 months later as it was after the hurricane hit in the initial days and weeks and months after the hurricane. Right now it is as needed as ever because there's still so much need in the community for all the people who lost their houses, who had their houses damaged, the areas that had all the infrastructure damaged, destroyed, roads, utilities, bridges, people's lives, people's businesses. So that's exciting to see, and we can only hope that the funds will be used properly and will go in the hands of those who really need them. The more people we have move to the Asheville area, the faster it grows, the more unmet needs we have here in the area. Anything from more traffic on the streets, and we need to do something about our roads and bridges, to having additional healthcare in the area. And the next great thing that is coming to Asheville, North Carolina is Pratt & Whitney announced expansion of their manufacturing operations here in Asheville, North Carolina. According to the news, the global aerospace company will add 325 new jobs in Buncombe County. I'm sure it is much needed because, as you know, as you heard me speak about it, we do not have a lot of high-paying jobs. We do not have a lot of jobs, period, outside of hospitality and tourism industries that tend not to pay a lot. And so this is such great news for our area. A ton of local events, from 17th biannual Asheville Breath Festival and forest bathing with a blue ghost, I know, it's so Asheville, to outdoor sauna, to Western North Carolina Bike Fest, to arts and music scene coming back with new force and in new places like Resurrection Studios Collective, located in historic Moog Music Manufacturing Building in downtown Asheville. Resurrection Studios Collective aims to provide workshop and exhibition spaces to artists across the region. And so all these great events, festivals, happenings that we know and love here in the Asheville area are coming back full force to remind us all what this area is all about, to keep us all connected and have an opportunity for us all to celebrate life, the gratitude, the beautiful region that we live in, and the beautiful land that we can all live off. Number 9, 83-acre parcel will be added to the city's largest forested park that is going to be right here in Asheville. Southern Appalachian Highlands Conservancy has purchased 83-acre adjacent Richmond Hill Park, projecting what the Conservancy says is one of the last undeveloped parcels along the French Broad river. So from the article, it sounds like they tried to purchase these parcels since 2013 and just now were successful. And so this acquisition terminates the plans for 690 unit development that was supposed to go there and was hotly protested by the locals and by residents of Asheville. So instead, we will have more protected forested space here in town. This project will not only enable to protect some rare species like mole salamander, but also conserve some other natural habitat and the quality of the French Broad River. Last but not least, and I know a lot of people are just losing their minds over this news. They're so excited about it. To be honest, I don't have an opinion because I've never used this place, this business. I've never been. I know I've been living under a rock, but we've never had this place, this business here in the area, and I was not gonna drive to Greenville just to go shopping. But Costco is finally coming to Asheville, North Carolina. The plan is to have it actually just west of Asheville in Candler, in the Candler area, which is like 15 minutes from west of downtown Asheville. Not far at all, but that is another news that's coming to Asheville. Again, I know a lot of people love Costco. I've never been. If you have, put in the comments, what are you buying there? Like, why should I go to Costco? What's in there that I cannot find anywhere else, like Sam's Club? That's where we have our membership. But again, this news is something that people just been sharing and resharing. Along with Costco, they plan to put a 32-pump gas station and a tire shop. So it's gonna be, I imagine, like a pretty good sized complex right there in Candler. And I imagine this project will raise property values in the Candler area because another amenity is coming to that part of Buncombe County where traditionally there hasn't been a whole lot going on. There's no hospital, there's no major store over there. This is big news for just west of Asheville and whole Asheville area. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you have any questions, if you heard anything else that I missed, if you need help relocating to the Asheville area, our contact information is down in the description, and I'll catch you on the next one.